What these Ithacas mean, a founder's interpretation. The cinematic invocation of Cavafy's Ithaca is a poem that has carried founders, seekers, and wanderers through the hardest parts of their journey for more than a century. Today, I want to speak not only to the poem, but to the people who live it every day. To the founders who walk through storms without recognition. To those who survive betrayals without witnesses. To those who rebuild themselves in silence. Ithaca was never written for the comfortable. It was written for the courageous. This reflection is for them. Ithaca is never a destination. It is a becoming. Cavafy does not speak of islands. He speaks of inner architecture, the storms, the betrayals, the Laestrygonians, the Cyclops. They are not external forces. They are the shadows we carry within us. You do not meet them out there. You meet them when you are ready to confront yourself. Ithaca, therefore, is not a point on a map. It is the point where meaning and maturity converge. It is the moment your inner world becomes worthy of the outer one. For me, there were two Ithacas. Every founder has an Ithaca. Mine had two shores. Cyprus, my Ithaca of nature, the island that forged me. It taught me instinct, resilience, endurance, survival. It gave me storms early enough that I learned how to walk through fire. It shaped my heart. Cambridge, my Ithaca of nurture, the university that refined me. It sharpened my mind, disciplined my reasoning, and taught me to see the world through clarity, proportion, and structure. It gave me the lens. These two forces did not conflict. They completed each other. They formed the symmetry at the center of my becoming. Nous υγιείς en somati υγιή, a healthy mind in a healthy body. The ancient Greeks understood something eternal. Humans are not built from a single source. We are the meeting point of two forces, nature and nurture, body and mind, instinct and reason. Cyprus gave me the body. Cambridge gave me the mind. Together they created the equilibrium every human seeks. A founder can only carry what lasts when these two forces are balanced. Otherwise, one collapses under the weight of the other. Aristotle's golden mean, the balance between two extremes. Aristotle wrote that virtue lives in the mean between excess and deficiency. Too much instinct becomes chaos. Too much intellect becomes paralysis. Excellence is born when the two converge into harmony. This is why Ithaca must stay in your mind, not as a destination, but as a discipline of balance. Hope that your journey is a long one. Cavafy urges us not to rush success, not to chase the summit, not to seek applause. The richness lies in the mornings when you enter harbors you're seeing for the first time, in the people you meet, the experiences you gather, the lessons you endure, the clarity you earn, the storms you survive. Better to arrive late, deep, and transformed, than to arrive early, empty and unchanged. Ithaca gives the journey its meaning, not the reward. Cavafy closes with a truth few understand. Wise as you will have become, you will have understood by then what these Ithacas mean. Ithaca is the place that forces you to grow, not because of what it gives you, but because of what it demands from you. By the time you arrive, you no longer need the destination. The journey has already sculpted you into who you were meant to become. The 20-year Odyssey, a parallel written in time. In January 2026, CCG enters its 20th year since incorporation. It did not escape me that Odysseus was away from his home in Ithaca for exactly 20 years. 10 years of war, 10 years wandering. In Homer's Odyssey, those years are not measured in time, but in longing, suffering, and transformation. In ways I could never have foreseen, these 2 decades have been my own Odyssey. A journey through storms, injustice, trials, and revelations that shaped me long before I understood their purpose. Time often places us inside patterns far older than we are. And meaning reveals itself only when the journey is nearly complete. My reflection to those on their own journey. Every human carries an Ithaca of their own. Sometimes it is a dream, sometimes a calling, sometimes a wound, sometimes a teacher. But when approached with courage, every Ithaca becomes a mirror, revealing the symmetry between who we were and who we must become. Do not rush. Do not fear the storms. Do not avoid the inner monsters. Do not measure yourself by arrival. Instead, walk with intention, walk with clarity, walk with balance, walk with phronesis. Because if you walk long enough and remain open enough, you will eventually realize Ithaca was never the island. Ithaca was always you. Demetrius, founder and torchbearer